Yes.
Indeed.
Hello, everybody. We are here at Bearded Monkey Studios.
In the lovely sun-baked Yakima summer. How are you doing today?
You can see the stage steaming from all the heat.
I dropped a glass of water earlier. That's what that is.
Ah.
Yeah. That's what it's like. What are we doing today?
We are talking about some rad stuff. I don't use the word rad often. Okay, maybe I use it all the time, but I mean it this time. I mean it, okay?
He's serious.
Very serious. We don't joke about pedals.
No, we don't do that. Never made a single joke.
Not one. Metal Zone.
Yeah. Today, we have some fantastic new offerings from Catalinbread. One of the coolest companies around. And just so happens, they've managed to make another one of the coolest pedals around.
They're always killing it, man.
Yeah, I'm not saying this as an opinion. It's a fact. Be aware of that.
We only state facts.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, let's give them a little taste. Today we're going to be demoing the Dreamcoat and the Skewer from Catalinbread.
They have such cool names, too. Like,
It is really cool. It's a cool name.
Yeah, you can't just call things overdrives now.
Yeah.
Call it the Dreamcoat, and you're like, oh, yeah.
And
they're Dreamcoat.
They're good with names. Their treble booster's called the Naga Viper. That's dope.
That is super dope.
Coriolis effect. They're good with names.
And they're good with artwork.
The artwork on these. Wait till you see it to believe. Don't even wait till you see it. You see it now. Believe it. They say seeing's believing. It's right there. Believe it. It's a fact, not an opinion.
And that's like all you need. Like, I would get these just because they look awesome. Just because of the box, not even the pedals.
Yeah,
it's the coolest box ever.
I would easily stab you over one of these.
You would stab me over a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
He doesn't even like ham sandwiches.
Yeah, but today, give you a little bit of a rundown. The Dreamcoat and the Skewer, new offerings from Catalinbread, based on the vague sound of Ritchie Blackmore. I don't mean the vague sound, excuse me. Vaguely based on the sound of Ritchie Blackmore. As in, it's the gateway to his tone, but it's so much more.
Ritchie Blackmore's sound is so vague.
It's ethereal. Yeah. Yeah.
Super unique tone, though, that he had, right? Like,
absolutely.
Dirty but articulate.
Yeah.
He's known for not being overly gainy. You know, he's talked about in interviews that everybody's trying to just smash everything too much with compression to get it out of their gear.
Yeah, but that's not how you do it, and that's not what we're doing today.
Nope.
That's not a thing. Not happening. At all. That's a fact, not an opinion. On my left here, your right, first in our signal chain, you're going to see the Skewer, based on the old Hornby Skew's treble booster that Blackmore was very famous for using.
Yeah. Not to be confused with the Naga Viper, which we just mentioned.
Yeah. Or is it to be confused?
Maybe. I'm confused. I'm already confused. They are very different, though. They're both treble boosters.
The thing you always have to remember about Blackmore's sound and a lot of the early sound of a lot of these guys back in the 60s and 70s, they were almost always modding their stuff.
Right. You had to.
You had to if you wanted. Their pedals weren't as huge as they are nowadays. There wasn't that big of a market. So what they did, they phone up, Hendrix would phone up Roger Mayer and go, hey, fix my fuzz face. And he's Hendrix, so you do it.
Yeah,
right?
You definitely do it.
So Blackmore had one of them. He had his Hornby Skew's treble booster modded. And this one got the bass of their own Naga Viper. So, don't confuse them just yet. With a modification to the circuit to make it sound more like the Hornby Skew's treble booster. And it's awesome.
It is awesome. And it sounds distinctly different from the Naga Viper. It's smoother on the top end. The grit when you apply it is quite a bit different. Give me just that. We should also say that we are playing through an AC30, squeaky clean. Everybody's like, oh, Marshall. We played the.
Yeah, Marshall.
Yeah. But early days.
I don't even know Marshall.
He's a Vox
Who is
man.
that man?
He's a guy. Was a guy.
What?
Is still a guy?
I don't know, honestly. But
Was or still is a person.
either way, you heard at the beginning, there's both these turned on. Let's give you a little bit of the clean tone just so you get an idea of what it's doing to your signal.
Right. Silver sky, bridge pickup. You know what that sounds like. The only sounds that'll be like that all
Sounds
day.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got one of the coolest guitars ever with the best amplifier ever made. Again, not an opinion, that's a fact. So, don't look at me. Don't look like that. Don't make that face.
Most times I look at you, I make a face.
Stop. Get a new face.
Faces are very expensive. Speaking of price, these aren't that expensive. Like, so this is a limited package by Catalinbread. You get both pedals in one beautiful package.
Yeah. At some point we'll get a good shot of this. You see, that's the artwork on the package. That's beautiful. It's amazing. You need one. That's a fact, not an opinion.
And the artwork on the pedals, like it's just
Yeah. Also beautiful.
nailed it.
But yeah, let's hear how beautiful it sounds. Let's give you a little taste of the treble booster just on its own. So that sounds dope. That's fantastic. That's good all around.
It is.
Get your Klon. Skewer.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us a little neck pickup action.
We probably should.
See, give me that smooth tone.
I missed the string.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Unnecessary.
You know, think about that. Treble booster. You having trouble being heard in your band? Treble booster.
Bass player taking up too many frequencies.
Treble booster. You don't want to hear the bass player at all? Treble booster, volume off. That's what I do.
What?
Plug them in, turn the volume down so you can't hear them.
Sure. Just ditch the bass player. You don't need them.
Even better, save the money.
Yep. There. Wait, you guys get paid?
Oh. Guess not. That makes you happy.
Nothing makes me happy. Except for these pedals.
Yeah.
This is
That's
our,
a fact, not an opinion.
our source of joy.
So that's, we've got everything set up here, kind of a Blackmore sound when you got them both on together. We have them set to the recommended settings that Catalinbread have left in their little memo to you, which also looks beautiful. Like, I'm going to try and make it so you can see that. That's beautiful. Even the instructions are beautiful.
Right?
They really know what they're doing.
Show them the stickers they come with.
Yeah. Oh.
Like,
Stickers they come with. You open the box.
hear me out.
That's what you see. Look at that.
That is a sticker, sir.
That's a sticker. It's got some fantastic artwork, and it'll look good if you have a black light.
Right next to the lava lamp.
Yeah. And then right next to your Magic Eye poster that you've got in college.
Wait, you went to college?
That one's an opinion.
Ah, okay. Some opinions, mostly facts.
Yeah.
Let's hear the Dreamcoat.
See the Dreamcoat? Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, Dreamcoat on the recommended setting for your most Blackmore-esque tones.
Classic rock, right?
Classic rock. That's what they call it in the beautiful instructions.
I like that.
Beautiful. It's very similar to how it's set right now, real close to how, you drive in an amp a little bit, you get just that little bit of breakup. It just starts. Just that little bit that adds the spice.
But it's so chunky. It's so like
Yeah.
bloomy and all those colorful words and colorful packaging.
And if you see on the
colorful
pedal,
pedals.
that's a very mild setting.
Yeah. This thing can get wild.
You see there's all this range in between, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's hear that together. We did a little bit together in the beginning, but just to drive home the point that this sounds awesome. And that's amazing. You need one of these. That's a fact, not an opinion.
We'll have links to how you and where you can get them
Yeah.
in this video. I believe that in 2021 we have the technology to do such things.
Yeah. But this is real good. They say, this is the gateway to Blackmore's sound. But if you're looking at these, there's so much more range.
Yeah, these don't just do the Blackmore thing.
No, these legitimately, you get them if you're a Blackmore fan, get them for your Deep Purple cover band. It'll sound fantastic. Everybody else, if you're into everything from doom metal, not joking, doom metal, to psychedelic rock, to modern prog, these will do that. Let me give you a good example. You wanna switch off guitars real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ricky is playing a Silver Sky. I have here a double agent OG from Reverend in this beautiful gold color. I love the gold. I love the gold a lot.
He's big into
I'm
gold.
into the gold. I'm super into the gold.
Whatever, man. By the way, stick around. Later, we are going to scallop the fingerboard on the Silver Sky. Richie Blackmore was, as far as I know, one of the earliest guys to have a scalloped fingerboard. And we have a fancy file right here, so I'm going to give you guys a walkthrough on how to scallop your frets.
Where were you keeping that? Please don't touch the guitar with that. It's the health and safety and because it's wrong.
Just stay tuned.
All right, well,
Scalloping frets.
don't do that to a Silver Sky. Anyway, here's my clean tone, bridge humbucker, a little crunchier, but you'll see why. That's not your mama's single coil.
My mom's a humbucker lady,
Yeah.
okay?
Actually, that's a clean sound I had the skewer on.
I was wondering, I'm like, that's a pretty crunchy, clean
Yeah.
sound.
Still crunchy.
Yes.
Now, let me pop on the skewer. The coolest part about the skewer to me, unlike a lot of other treble boosters, which are just turn it on, get ready your bass, this one, you can adjust the frequency that it's boosting. And it's got an extra gain stage on it. So it's not just mid boost, it's like a mid distortion.
Yeah, but it's light. It's not super gritty.
Give me a minute. Yeah, so this is the one for you guys who are into some doom metal. I've got it set
Just with the skewer?
just with the skewer.
I'm interested.
Trust me.
That's sustain.
For all you guys in your Sun O cover band, start here, crank that, push this back a little bit. I should explain. Push it back anti-clockwise. You get more low mids.
Anti-clockwise.
I forgot the word for it, but anti-clockwise. And then
Counter forward.
forward. A reverse forward, of course. And then turning it clockwise, you get some of those higher mids. So if I put it up just a little bit, you'll hear it's got a little bit more of that classic bark.
That sounds good.
That is dope. That's just the skewer.
Ah.
That's just the skewer. Yeah. Yeah, turning it back, getting those low mids, that's where the thickness is.
The thickness. Man.
That's dope. You need this. That's a fact, not an opinion.
Well, we have X amount, and 1, 2, 3, 4. There will be a few gone just from the people in this room.
Yeah.
So get them while they last.
So, get them. You need it. So, that's what this can do all on its own. That's on its own. I've cranked the gain. I cranked the volume a little bit. It'll do gritty distortion, which is fantastic. I've had the issue in the past. I've bought treble boosters before. I didn't get along with them. This one, it's so tweakable. Get it just where you want it, fit right in with your band, get a little extra gain. If you're the type of guy, you crank your amplifier, pull the old Brian May, crank that up, get some of those smooth tones. And I should say, make sure that's on, use it on the neck pickup, P90, because I was playing on the bridge pickup. That's
Nice.
smooth. That's smooth. You need it.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And it's going to pair well with, because of how flexible that mid-range is, it's not so picky about what kind of amp you're running it through, right? So some pedals like, oh, they like these amps, they don't gel well with these amps.
Yeah.
That seems like it should be able to sit well with a lot of different amps.
Mm-hmm. And then, let's hear it crank. Let's hear. You're going to notice pretty instantly with the Dreamcoat. This is why I made it a point to get a guitar that has higher output humbuckers than what Ricky's playing. Because on Ricky's end,
Are you talking smack?
I can do it later if you'd like. On Ricky's end, he's got a Silver Sky. Low output, clean, kind of like late 50s style kind of strat.
Early 60s.
Same thing. Late 50s is between 55 and 63.
This
That's
is
a
why
fact, not an opinion.
This is why we work at a guitar shop and we are not historians.
Yeah, so just on the same settings, exactly the same way we had it before.
Mm-hmm.
It goes from that kind of light classic rock crunch to even crunchier.
Crunchier.
That's crunchy.
It's like garage rock tones, like, man.
Yeah, you need this for your Queen to the Stone Age cover band? It's right here. It's all right here. It's fantastic.
Shall we check out the other suggested settings?
Ooh, in fact, while we're
It's
here,
quite interesting.
we've explored a bit of the range of the Skewer. Let's explore a bit of the range of the Dreamcoat. It's got a blend on it, which is awesome for keeping your note definition.
That blends representing the mic blend on his original unit that is very much part of Blackmore
I
sound.
absolutely knew that. I knew that, absolutely. No question about it. I was going to say it, but you said it first. And then you've got gain, and there's a setting on here. It's like a gain, but it's kind of like a bias, too, because it turns it from chunky gain to splat.
You'll see.
Yeah, I'm going to turn that one up real quick. Get that going. You hear it. You can hear on the hiss, it's already louder. That's
Dude.
dope. It is so much different than what you get out of single coils.
Speaking of which, let me hit that with a single coil. So we got that on the big splatty fuzzy cha-cha-cha.
Exactly. See how much it's going to change. And by this aspect, you're thinking, oh, different because different coils, you know. Imagine what it can do with your volume.
Were you neck pickup or bridge pickup?
I was on bridge.
Bridge pickup. Okay, same thing. Bridge pickup wide open. Quite a bit different.
Yeah, you see, it's losing a bit of that splat because you got less input.
Right.
So that's awesome. And just for the sake of hearing it, I'm turning everything all the way up.
I'm down. I'm always down for everything all the way up. You know you guys want it.
Go for it.
Didn't expect that, did you?
So good.
That cleans up so good. So good. That's because that's full whack, right?
That's full whack. You can hear it's noisy, but it cleans.
Like 2 on the volume.
That's dope.
I need one of these.
That's a fact, not an opinion.
Wow.
Yeah, and
It's so dynamic.
yeah, this will literally do everything from your Jack White, super spitty, modern fuzz to your classic rock, Blackmore crunch.
Crunchy? Crunchy.
You've lost amp privileges.
Oh.
That's a fact, not an opinion. But yeah, so that's the range you get with this. It's fantastic.
It's I'm stoked on these pedals, man. I am so stoked.
Legitimately, these came in, and we messed with them for a bit, and I went, oh man. I started thinking about, man, how's this gonna fit on my pedal board? And I started thinking, and I thought, I don't even own this yet. I haven't bought it. Like, but that's how good it is. Immediately I went, how am I gonna use that on my board? Can I put that in front of my fuzzes? So,
I was sold
Yeah.
even before plugging them in. Like,
because they're beautiful. Look at them. That's beautiful.
simultaneously, if you put them in boring gray boxes, they would be still incredibly exciting because they sound fantastic and they're so versatile and dynamic. And I did not expect that. I kind of expected like it's going to do the Blackmore thing, right? Which is
Yeah.
an awesome tone, but it does the Blackmore thing.
It does way more. It's like I said at the beginning. This is your gateway into Blackmore's tone. But it's your ship to take you further.
We
I
need
didn't
to
say
be
that
on
other
that
part
ship.
earlier, but
What?
I didn't say that second part earlier, but imagine I did, right?
Imagination.
You could hear it. It'll play well with your humbuckers. It'll play well with your P90s. It'll play well with your single coils. You just gotta let it be. Gotta let it do its thing. And tone will come to you. Don't laugh at me. I heard that.
Shall we
Don't.
hack the Silver Sky up?
I would prefer you didn't.
All right, guys.
I was hoping you forgot about
Very
it.
closely. So if you're not familiar with scalloping, it's
That's
carving
good.
out the wood in between your frets. Um, so if you were used to playing Gibsons back in the day, and you switched over to Fenders with smaller frets, you wanted to have a little bit more meat on there, just like Blackmore did. So you carve away the wood, and it essentially makes taller frets. Jumbos, I guess, weren't as much of a thing back then. Anyway, so you grab
You
this.
don't.
and- Nah, nah, you don't do that to a Silver Sky. If you thought that I was actually going to do that to this guitar, shame on you.
kind of don't even want you to have. Oh, funny joke. Oh, cool. Get it away from the guitar, like legitimately.
Okay, that's probably not a good idea. I've dropped things before.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Anyway, you need these.
Yeah.
These are amazing.
Yeah.
They're limited, so get them.
They're limited. You get 2 of them. You get the set of them with the beautiful box, with the beautiful stickers. We're not sending you a file. It's not going to happen. We don't want you to scallop your Silver Skies. Don't do that.
It would be fun to see somebody do.
Please don't. And then get them both for $300.
$300.
That's amazing. That's a good deal. For all the sounds you get out of these, that's a great deal.
Yeah. It's $150 a pedal. In today's market, like boutique pedals, like $150 is cheap.
Yeah.
These are
That's-
made in Oregon. They're Northwest homies.
Yeah. You get a good deal on them. You get the beautiful artwork, the fantastic pedals.
We
You
don't
get-
care for the artwork.
All right, I'm glad that's a joke too. Legitimately, you need them. They're beautiful. They're limited. Get them while you can, man.
Have a good one, guys.